is confirming from the LA coroner that Michael Jackson is dead. AJ, I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead.
That's okay. Actually, Kitty, let me just skip ahead to a statement that we're just now seeing from Michael Levine. Michael Levine was Michael Jackson's publicist and spokesperson during his first molestation incident. And this statement coming in.
Michael was in a position where very meek, very kind, and people would just barge their way into his life and in his circle, which was not a good thing to do.
I really want you to hear what I have to say. The tradition of great performers, from Sammy Davis Jr. to James Brown to Jackie Wilson to Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. The story is usually the same though. You know, these guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad, and the story is very sad in the end, because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. You know, being the artist that I am, at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony. Several billion. And they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them.
Was he not able to look after himself? Could he not make that decision himself? Was he easily manipulated?
People controlled him. They controlled him, they did what they wanted, and it was very difficult for him to say no, no, no.
You must have seen this happening. Was there anything that you could do or say to Michael to change that situation?
It's very difficult, because in situations such as that one, we've tried so many times to intervene. And it's not always that easy, because they keep everybody at bay. They keep everyone away, actually. Everyone.
How did they?
By controlling. And I know, because I have been in a controlling and abusive relationship, but by controlling him, controlling his thoughts, control what he does, not letting any, giving orders, not letting anyone through the gates, not letting anyone near security, things of that nature. And this way they have him, and they control whatever he does.
I'm tired. I'm really tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of how the press is manipulating everything that's been happening in this situation. They do not tell the truth. They're liars. And they manipulate our history books. The history books are not true. It's a lie. The history books are lying. You need to know that. The minute I started breaking the all-time record in record sales, I broke Elvis's records. I broke Beatles' records. The minute it became the all-time best-selling album in history of the Guinness Book of World Records, overnight, they called me a freak. They called me a homosexual. They called me a child molester. They said I could bleach my skin. They made everything to turn the public against me. This is all complete conspiracy. You have to know that.
Michael Jackson's Dr. Conrad Murray was officially charged today in the connection with the death of the pop star. His father, Joe Jackson, and Joe's attorney, Brian Oxman. What do you make of those charges, Joe?
I don't like those charges. Really, yeah. He got off too easy in court today. You know, he's a lot of things that went on behind me that's not illustrated what's been going on.
Things that you know about?
Well, I know that I'm looking for justice for my son. And to me, he's just a fall guy. There's other people, I think, involved with this whole thing. But I think that he's an interrogator. He would come clean and tell everything he knows.
You think your brother was killed?
Yes. You know, Larry, it's not even important whether he keep his license or they take his license away. The bottom line is, Michael's not here. What he administered in Michael should have been in a hospital setting, and he did not act alone. I all feel, myself, Randy, LaToya, all of us feel that he's the fall guy. And knowing how this whole thing works and knowing it's higher up than just the doctor.